Grand Rising Soul Tribe, Tracy here with Sweet Spot e-magazine. Of course, thank you so very much for the likes, the shares, the views, the subscribes, comments, everything, donations. I appreciate it all. Let's ring the bell. Let's go ahead and clear out the energy and let's see what the Masters of Spirit has for us. The only thing I can think of strange and different. And maybe that's what someone's feeling right now. Strange, something is strange because something feels different. Hey, Shaylin. Let me go get my phone wherever it's at. Oh, never mind. I have my watch on. Just in case there's some confirmations. Let me start it up. Okay. Bottom of the deck. Journey. Someone is on their journey. And they're not really sure what to expect. You know, there's several doors that they can go, several avenues that they can go. But the one thing they don't expect is to come across some healing or to come across a healer. That's what they don't expect. Growth. See what the message is. What's the message, Spirit? Ooh, I just saw that storm warning. Telling you, something is brewing. Somebody doesn't know something, and then, things are out in the open. Things are very clear. There's no shadow of what. Someone thinks that they got a victory because they thought that they was able to, create things or make things appear as they wanted it to appear. But they can't. Everything is out in the open. There are no shadows. Hey, Bragsy. Something about this thinking woman. And this could be you. This could have been you saying, I'm going to be very clear. I'm not hiding nothing. I'm not bullshitting. I'm not doing none of that. I'm being very clear with how I feel, with what I'm doing, because someone had a strategy. Someone had a plan. And their plan for you was to create some anxiety. And some anxiety because it had to do with something about the community and maybe the community and how they judged you. But there's a different plan. There's a different outcome. I feel like this thinking woman, it's like she knew what was going on. If you look at that look in her eyes, and she's just looking back to let you know, I know what you was doing. I know what the plan was. What's the message? What's the message? It's a lot. It's a lot. It's like somebody is very upset that this thinking woman decided it was time for them to walk away. Because you know what? There were some things that they could see, and there were some things they couldn't. But it was a lot. secrets are starting to come out. Secrets are starting to come out. And that's why someone knew it was time for them to walk away. Because I knew that there was so much more ahead of them as opposed to trying to hold on to something that didn't want to be held on to. That's strength. That's courage. And that's confirmation. See, what somebody was doing was it was time for them to walk away. Because, like I said, it was their plan to break your heart. It was their plan to make you suffer. It was their plan to make you separate from the rest of the community. That was their plan for you. But now, this person finds themselves all tied up. And you know what Spirit has to say about it? Spirit said this is exactly what they deserve. This is justice. This is what they asked for you. This is what they swore up and down on a stack of Bibles that was good enough for you. Even though Spirit kept trying to urge them over and over, communicate with them to open up that third eye and see things for what it really is. That solar plexus chakra, open that up. It's like something about, that intuition, that instinct, that gut, that path. Now, see somebody, they chose not to see the world as the world really is. They chose to say that it was okay for them to live a little bit on the dark side. But now it's time for them to pay that piper. Because now everyone sees exactly the lies and the deceit. How somebody was cloaked as they was moving through the world. See, now somebody sees that you are truly on your temple path. And they're mad. They're envious. They're envious of you because you did the work. Anything else in this deck? Anything else in this deck? I just saw that adjacent possibilities. Like I said, someone doesn't know what's happening and they don't know how. But I'm going to tell you one thing. What's going to happen is, because this came out like this, it's going to affect their relationships. Because now their relationships are going to see what they've done. And it's like it's going to be really hard for them to explain exactly what they've done, why they did it, what was their motivation. Because see, whenever you're trying to explain what your motivation was for some evil shit, it just don't sound right, does it? It makes you sound a little diabolical, a little cuckoo crazy, a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs when you try to explain how you came up with this diabolical plan to cause another some pain, not knowing that that pain is going to be returned to you tenfold, 20-fold, 100-fold. And not even by the same person that you gave the pain to. Bottom of the deck. Resurrection. See? Something is coming back. Yeah. And guess what? Now somebody else is going to be the sacrifice. Now somebody else is going to be up for offering. Now somebody else gets to experience all that energy that they threw towards you. See, someone is finally realizing that there is and there always was and there always will be a God. And they're realizing that that God is omnipresent, is there everywhere, and is watching everything. But the most important thing that this person is learning is that they always have free will to live the life that they are justly due. You want a good life? Live like you want a good life. You can't be out there doing some crazy shit thinking that you're going to have a good life. See, somebody got a little too close. They allowed their pride, their ego to allow them to go somewhere where they shouldn't have gone before. They crossed a line. They thought that they was going to make you their prey. It's not working out like that. Some storm is brewing. Somebody better watch out. Something is happening. Not the way that they expected, but the way that they deserve. All because of jealousy, envy. They feel like you had something that they didn't. Well, guess what? They had something that you didn't. So y'all are even. See, somebody did something so much, but they don't realize that this is their last day in the light. There is going to be an unexpected ending. Surprise change. A sudden shift. Like I said, things are different. They look the same, but they feel different. It's the people around them. Maybe it's their influence. Maybe it was someone who influenced them. Maybe it was something. But now this person is at a disadvantage, whereas before they were at an advantage. Now someone finds they are at a disadvantage. And guess what they're going to do? Come to you. They're hoping that you will find it in your heart to have some compassion for their plight, their self-induced plight. Because they never thought that they was going to be the outsider. They wanted you to be the outsider. And what's funny is them same family, them same friends, that same group of people is now letting somebody else know, you're not one of us. It's time for you to go. See, somebody, it was cool while you was going through it, but now that somebody else has to go through that same thing, they're hoping that to wake up from this nightmare, from this bad dream. They're hoping that they can come back to you. And like I said, you would find it in your big heart to provide that empathy, that kindness, that sympathy, that compassion that they need, that they didn't provide to you in no ways and no how. But they're hoping that love, the love that you have for them, because they really don't have no love for you, but they are hoping that the love that you have for them will conquer all. Even though this person is the same person that rose up against you for no damn reason. Even though that's the same person that understands what's coming back on them. Because they thought it was exciting. They thought it was adventure. They thought it was daring when they was doing it. But they don't think it's excitement or daring or fun now that it's being done. Like I said, this person, they hope and they pray, they wish, they crossing all their fingers, they crossing their toes, even they hoping that this could be a mother, could be a father, somebody is going to give them this sympathy, this empathy, this compassion. Even though this is the same person that pulled a Judas move on you. They think that they're going to be able to seduce you back in. They're going to be able to cozy up. They're going to be able to, ma, or dad. Because they think that they have some type of gifts, privilege. They can allow them to come back in whenever. Come in, do you wrong, put some distance, come back, do you wrong, put some distance. Well, those days are over. Those days are done. You're no longer the outsider. This person is. Hey, Adrian. I'm going to put this back in there. Something about, somebody, they understand now. Now they feel enlightened. Now they starting to see the bigger picture, whereas they didn't want to see no pictures at all. They don't want to look at nothing. They wanted to turn the lights off, turn the TV off, close the curtains, close the blinds, all of that. They did not care. But they hope that you care. To allow them enough to come in long enough for them to do it again. What's the message for it? Thank you. Yeah, It's like you have some type of inheritance that this person feels like they are due. And it's like that you are natural, you're authentic, you're real, you're organic, and this person, that might be it, but there's something about what's going on that's making this person not be able to, set right. It doesn't set right with them. This person is like I said, they're seeing that you did the work. You did the work. You tapped into. But this other person feels like they can't control themselves when it comes to you. And see, you're actually, you know what? Spirit looks upon you in a positive light. It's like that ray of sun is shining down on you because of your truth, because of the integrity. No matter what, even when it was hard, you could have lied. You could have said anything. You could have took 1,000 other paths to do whatever it was that you felt that you should have did to protect yourself or to make it a certain outcome. But you chose not to do that. You chose the hard way, and the hard way is the honest way. It takes a lot more strength and courage to tell the truth than it ever will to tell a lie. Hey Tia, how are you? Bottom of the deck. Autumn is my last chance. Someone feels like they just need one more chance just to come back to maybe talk to you, ask for a miracle. So that they don't feel or they don't have to go through what they purposely partook, created, spearheaded, sat back and laughed, giggled, mocked that you were going through when they had no compassion for you. See, somebody took a tempting offer, but now they're finding out that tempting offer came with a very high price. A very high price. What's the message, Spirit? Things we do today will come back to bite us tomorrow. We just don't understand how. Wonderful idea, the aha moment. Somebody thought it was a wonderful idea at that time, but now they had that aha moment because the past returned. Something they did in the past is coming back to bite them. Like I said, a storm is brewing. It's a calm amid chaos, but a storm is brewing. Yeah, somebody had a very distorted view of you or what was going on. And now that distorted view is coming back to bite them in their ass. Hold down. I feel like this person had opportunities to change their viewpoint around, but they instead, what they did was push those opportunities away. Yeah. It's like they were afraid to be their true self because of this distorted view, you know? It's like they were, I don't know why I'm hearing, who is that? Beyonce, there's some type of drunken love or something like some type of song like that where she's singing. I think she's talking about how they got drunk and then they made some crazy decision, or I don't know what the song was really about. But that's the only part that I think that I know. I don't know. Yeah. It's time for somebody to count their blessings, for them to really count their blessings, because now it's time for a change, to learn something new. Somebody needs to, it's time for change. It's time for them to upgrade the way that they think, who they listen to, what they allow themselves to internalize mentally, emotionally, psychologically. This is the time, that magical space clearing time. What's the message, man? Well, Adrienne, thank you, be thankful. You know, be thankful, because it could have just been something that dragged on for a long time and had the same outcome. Sometimes it's better to take the road less traveled. What's the message, Spirit? Thank you. Something about the past, something that somebody did in the past is coming back. That's why this change is having to be taking place, because, what comes around definitely goes right back around. Because it's the calm amid chaos, but it's the calm before the storm. I feel like tomorrow, when dawn breaks, somebody's going to be waking up. Not just waking up in the physical sense, but waking up in the spiritual sense. What comes around. It was a time for spirit. Like I said, spirit has a message. Certain things that need to be known. And see, somebody can think about this group that they used to belong to, but now it's time to leave that group. They could have all the sweet memories, but they need to understand it's time for that person to be their true self. And being part of their true self means it's time to heal from that heartbreak. Those ghost people, those haunted people that have their own hauntings, their own ghosts that they need to deal with, their own things, skeletons in their closet that they need to deal with. Those are the people that you need to ghost. Because if they haven't dealt with their own shit, how can they help you deal with yours? They're feeling it. A powerful energy shift. Like I said, everything looks the same, but it just feels different. Anything else from this deck? Yeah. Either someone is searching for a miracle or a miracle is getting ready to happen. And maybe someone feels a miracle is getting ready to happen because they can feel it. Something is getting ready to help them to become, unstuck, unstifled, unbored. But with it comes chaos, confirmation. So while it looks like a storm comes, the storm is only coming to clear the air, to clear the path, to clear someone's journey. And this is the same person that's asking, now, please, don't lose hope. Like, give me one more chance. Give me, Biggie, give me one more chance. Biggie, give me one more chance. I don't know why I'm hearing that song, but I am. Yes, somebody's asking for one more chance because they know they had a very distorted view. They were overindulged in some bullshit. They couldn't see whatever, or they had some type of addiction or something. Addicted to bullshit, addicted to drugs, alcohol, whatever it was. But now something is happening. Someone's eyes are starting to open. They're starting to get the gist. They're starting to really understand. They're starting to put two and two together. This person is finding out that now it is time to be brave, because it's time for you to ghost these motherfuckers. See, someone thought that these people had all the glamour, all the intrigue, everything that they could possibly want or need, but these are the people that brought all the drama. These are the same people that crossed boundaries. Thank you so very much, Sia. These are the same people that crossed boundaries, invaded space, violated relationships, tried to show some type of dominance, and they wanted to offer you something. But once again, that offer came with an awfully high price. Hi, A. Gabriel. How are you? Hey, Master 117 Tarot. How are you? Hey, it's just Robbie. But guess what? See, now, so like I said, it's time for someone to be brave. They have to be brave because the past is holding on really tight and don't want to let go. Don't want to let the light in. So someone is going to have to break free. They're going to have to seek guidance, because from death comes rebirth. It's time for someone to get something that they really want. Once you let whatever you no longer need go. Something about someone's ancestors. They want you to know that they're here around you. And it's not so much your sensuality is beautiful, but they just want you to know that you are beautiful, that you are natural, that you are organic. And I feel like they just need you to stay in that, stay there. Yes, you can't make that up because the natural world needs you. You're natural. You're organic. Anything else from this deck? That's a lot. The natural world needs you because you see clearly and you're clairvoyant. That's why they need you. Yes, can't make this up. Because you being so natural, you being so authentic, you being someone that can heal the broken heart, that's what's needed. That's your gift. That's why this person is concerned, because they can't take you down. Like I said, your ancestors are here. They're not going anywhere. And like I said, it's time for this person to be brave. A storm is brewing. A storm is brewing. This person failed to count their blessings, but now they're having an aha moment. Now they're having that I wish I would have moment. And we're having that we wish we would have too moment. We're also having that, but if you like it, we love it moment. We also having that, I bet you got a really soft behind because your ass got a really hard head moment. Bottom of the deck. Time for that harvest to come in, baby. Somebody was reaping some shit. Now it's time for that to come in. And somebody's sowing. They're sowing. They sowing some fuck shit. Basically, they fucked themselves. They just didn't know they was getting all up in there. Like that there. Like that ingrown booty hair. See, somebody was afraid, not afraid, ashamed of you. This is somebody that could be part of your family. This is somebody that called themselves ashamed of you. It's somebody that called themselves being mad at you. Having some displaced anger with you because, maybe you only took them to Disneyland once or twice, but you ain't take them 12 times like they other friends. Or maybe you couldn't really afford the brand new Nikes, but you could afford Puma or Vans or whatever. Or maybe this or maybe that. Or maybe they was born with type A blood, but they really wanted to be with type O negative or some shit that you cannot fucking control. But whatever it was, they mad at you about it. All the blame and none of the grace. See, this person, now they are having this awakening. Understanding that, you know what, your life was in order. Meaning your chakras are open. You are receptive. You are awake. You are aware. You are woke. You are chosen. You are a guiding light. You are what and who they need. And now this person, they feel naked without you. They feel naked without you, although you were being so open with them. But I feel something is closed, something is different, something has changed. And now that desire for you to reopen, for you to go back, for you to redo, or for you to allow them to continue to exhibit some bad behavior. Now they're feeling that type of desire. But they're not trying to change. They're not trying to change. And they want you to remain the same because they are afraid to change. Like I said, the storm is brewing. It's not brewing for you, it's brewing for them. And they are going to be the ones that it's going to affect only them. Only them. Because you allowed it to affect you until you could not take anymore. Now you have decided to liberate yourself so that you could receive the love, the adoration, the inclusion, the respect, the kindness, the caring that you deserve, that you deserve. Someone else is now waking up and they're feeling it inside, deep, deep, deep in their bones, in their spirit, in their soul, that their betrayal of you is going to cost them. Hey, Red Violet. Thank you, Sia. Thank you, Braxy. There's somebody, they don't want to change. They didn't want to change. They was resistance to having good energy, to good juju. They were resistant to feeling good about themselves. They didn't want to change. They wanted to be stuck. They wanted to keep that feeling of anger going, going, going. They wanted to beat you up for the same thing. You remember when we was in the 5th grade back in 1979, and I had just got them black and white patent leather shoes, and you stepped and scuffed the white part, and it took me having to go home and get a wet rag with some soap and get that scuff off. I've never forgiven you for that shit, ever. How could you ever do that? You was in the 3rd fucking grade. You have full control of everything that you was doing, and I feel strongly that you did that shit on purpose. Because you know why? I know when you was in the 2nd grade and you saw they wasn't your friends, but you saw somebody from the other class that happened to. I knew you've been planning that shit since then. Somebody is ashamed of how long they let something go on. They're ashamed of how they acted. They're ashamed of how they responded. They're ashamed of what they said about you, against you, to hurt you, to harm you, to belittle you, to make people think that you was the fucking problem. They are ashamed. Rightfully so. Because now people are seeing the entire time you are the one who's been in celestial alignment. You are the one who's been receiving God's favor because of the tasks and the duties that you accepted willingly, knowing it was gonna be some hard ass shit. But you grumbled, you fussed, but you was like, give it here, God, give it here. Damn it. Damn it. I wanted the weekend to myself to lay on the beach, but you telling me I got to move that motherfucking mountain. Can I at least get a bigger shovel this time? That's all I'm asking. I will take it on. Whatever you say I need to do, I will do it. But can I at least get a little bit of a bigger shovel? See? It's like somebody had this secret desire to take that away from you, or for that to be them. Because they could see themselves doing something different, doing something better, doing something bigger. Not knowing what it was that you were supposed to do. Not understanding that you were the one who actually had the power. That whatever was going to go on is because you were the one who was here to deliver the message or to make it happen. You are the one who's blessed with a divine lineage. That's you. It wasn't them. It was never them. They just wanted what you had. They had something similar. They had something similar, but the thing is, they refused to surrender. All they had to do was surrender. Surrender to God. Surrender to the truth. Surrender to the universe. Surrender to allowing life and good decisions and integrity and a path of healing to guide you. Someone now is understanding that it's time for them to be grounded. It's time for them to take a deep breath, sit up straight, put your shoulders back, stick your chest out, and accept your truth. Be proud of who you are. Be proud of where you come from. Be proud of who you come from. Be proud of who you're connected to. Be proud of what you had to go through to get to where you are at now. Accept your truth. Once you accept your truth, that's when the radical rebirth happens. That's when you feel the joy within your heart, within your spirit, within your soul. It's not just a saying that the truth will set you free. It is the truth that sets you free. Hey, Bug Life. Hi, I am Love. How are you? A. Gabriel. Yeah, somebody before, they were holding back. They were holding back on what you deserved, on things that they should have been given to you, ways that they should have been trying to build with you, how they should have been having that give and take reciprocity. They were holding back. And no matter what they did to hold back from you, that light, that bright light, that guiding bright light kept shining upon you. Miracles kept happening for you, to you. There were even miracles that were spilling over into their life, and they didn't realize that it was because of you. But then things changed. Someone only started looking out for themselves. Somebody started getting a little bit too loud, too cocky, too confident, too smug. Someone only decided that they don't have to worry about nothing else. Just them. Even though you tried to connect with this person and let this person know, hey, I know where you're at. I know what you're going through. I understand what's going on. I'm trying to connect with you. I'm trying to help you. I see there are things that you need to heal from, even though you possibly tried to say something. This person, they didn't want that. They didn't want to hear it. They didn't want to deal with it. Because they thought that as long as they didn't say something, as long as they didn't acknowledge it, as long as they didn't admit to it, it would stay hidden. But then the sun broke. When they saw the sun start to rise over the horizon, somebody got scared. Because then they knew that their secrets were coming out. The same secrets that they knew was going to come out. They just didn't know when. About that same person that made them feel safe. About that same person who not only made them feel safe, but this is the same person I feel like time and time again has had to rebuild themselves. Not just from the ground up, but from the ashes. Anything else, Spirit, from this deck? Yes. Someone is looking at you and they don't even understand how these miracles can keep happening to you. They keep trying to figure it out or work it out themselves. Why? Why you? Why you? Of all people, and they pull out their list of all the horrible things you've ever done in their eyes, and they keep that list, and they pull out the list, and they're like, this person did this, and the this, and the this, and the this, and the this, and why them? And it's because of your divine lineage. It's because of who you are, of who you've been chosen to be, of why you're here, of what you have to teach them. And the lesson that they don't understand, that you are here to teach them. Shining a light on what you put out into the world is what you will receive back. This is the lesson that somebody's here to teach someone else, but in the most loving, universal, giving, karma stepping in, Pandora box opening way. It's nothing for us to do. Someone has done enough to themselves. They are going to be tired enough when they're finished fighting that monkey. Because they don't stop when you are tired and you want to quit. They stop when they get tired. And it takes them a minute to get tired. Bottom of the deck, we could be talking about a water sign, a King of Cups. Somebody who felt like their ego was their bravado. Somebody who felt like they knew which way they was going, but somebody who didn't count on something happening. They didn't count on something coming in. They didn't count on something coming in that they wasn't going to particularly like. I wasn't thinking that all this time they were sitting there looking all smug and I got this, get back, move. They did this shit for a long time, but they didn't, and they were sitting there getting all snappy and smart and sassy to somebody that they should have been showing some respect to, thinking that I'm the motherfucking cat's meow. When I come around, the cats go meow or whatever. They was doing all that, but now there ain't no cats around them. The lion's gone. That lion said, I'm really just one of those hairless cats. And I'm a little malnourished at that, so with them funny ears. Yeah. See? I'm telling you, that devil got somebody thinking that they was a lion. Only for them to wake the fuck up to find out that they are a hairless cat. What else, Spirit? They was allowing themselves to just, hey, excuse me, I know you're not talking to me, you old greasy ass looking motherfucker. Get from me. They was doing all that. Just being disrespectful. They didn't care. I'm grown. I ain't got to be respectful to nobody I don't respect. But they seeing that actually they do. They're seeing that little, they was doing, this is somebody that's reckless. They don't give a shit what they was doing. They was doing the way that they was doing it, the way that they wanted to do it, how they was going to do it. But guess what? Judgment comes calling on all of us. Kung Fu Panda, how are you? Right, instead the snakes hiss and honey badger don't care. Hello. Exactly. What else, Spirit? Yes, I'm telling you, somebody wasn't planning on something to blow up in their face, but it's kabooey, kablooey. I don't know how a bomb sound. Boom, pow. I don't know how a bomb sounds. How does a bomb sound? Boom. I don't know. Whatever the bomb sounds like, somebody was not expecting this shit. They didn't plan for this. See, they was planning. They was thinking that they was working towards something. They was thinking it was going to happen. It was going to happen. You know, and they was even imagining all the coins they was going to get. They was sitting here planning, putting the cart before the horse, until that horse ran away, and the cart caught on fire. See, somebody now, they having to take a moment for pause. They ain't pausing for the cause. They pausing because they feel like they just lost their balls. See, now all that shit that they put out there, all them secrets is coming back. It's all coming in. It's all being shown. It's all being told. See, somebody was led to believe that you was on your own for some other reasons, for some other nefarious reasons, like you was a criminal. You was into drugs. You couldn't stop drinking. Like I say, they'll be like, ask her if she had a drinking problem. And they'll be like, you got a drinking problem? Be like, I ain't got no problem drinking. They be like, exactly, because her ass guzzled the liquor. They could just guzzle. She ain't got no drinking problem. She right about that shit. See, somebody thought they was able to do this shit. And the whole time, you thinking that, you just need to continue to give this person, show this person some love, some patience, so this, so that, and that this person will eventually come to you, and because this person will eventually see you for who you are. This motherfucker chose not to see you. It was like, you know what, with this cup, Spirit giving him this cup, they're like, move, motherfucker, move. Get this shit out of my damn way. I'm trying to look at these 3 empty cups in front of me. I'm trying to manifest some shit in these 3 other motherfucking empty ass cups, and you keep giving me this full cup in front of me. I wish your ass would move. Shit. See, somebody was looking at something with a distorted fucking view. This person, a distorted view. Somebody was counting their chickens for they hatched. Look at all them. They was counting all them chickens for they hatched. They was like, I'm going to be rich. I'm going to be rich, bitch. But there's been a little pause. Somebody's looking at something that they didn't notice before. They looking at something they didn't notice before. They like, wait a minute. Confirmation. Woo, confirmation. Woo, confirmation. Yes, they see something. They no. They're not seeing it with these eyes. They're seeing it with this eye. They seeing something they didn't notice before. And what they seeing is how they was keeping somebody on the outside. Purposely, on purpose. For sure. Because see, now they understand that although they knew what the fuck they was doing, They now understand. They don't know how that shit is. They don't know how the fuck that shit is getting ready to come back. They understand what they was doing. They understand who they was giving to, and they understand who the fuck they was leaving out. But what they don't understand is how that shit is coming back. Because see, they feeling like something is happening. My money is going backwards. It's not going forwards. Could it have to do with this person? Possibly. Maybe. Pero un poquito. And maybe this person said, you know what, enough is enough. Oh, well, exactly. It comes back times 10. Thank you. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot. I'm not taking all that because that was a lot. Somebody want to do right. Somebody wants to do right about this relationship. Maybe now. What's the message? Thank you. Because something is over. Something is, and somebody is not as strong as they thought that they was. Somebody is not as, their ego ain't there no more. That ego went like somebody done popped the motherfucking balloon. Gone. Somebody was egotistical. They had so much ego. People used to have to stand behind them to push their ass to get up in the damn door. Their chest was all stuck up like that. You see, somebody was doing some research because somebody else found out was speaking the truth. Somebody else was speaking the truth and defending themselves. I kind of feel like this person was defending, maybe working online and defending themselves, but not really realizing that they was defending themselves or something. Yeah. Because I feel like this person has their ancestors, their angel guides, their spirit guides, angels around them, very balanced. And you know what? This person is balanced. Because if this person is holding that sword of truth and they speaking the truth, they've been set free. What's the message, Spirit? The judgment card tried to come out. Somebody been set free. Because see, somebody now, they're thinking about that decision that they made is coming back. Shit is not the same. It's not different, but it's different. It's not the same. Like one of those, damn, what's different? Who moved something? That's what it is. Like, who moved something? And it has to do with somebody's love. Somebody's love that was as honest with you, but somebody didn't want it. So once again, judgment. Judgment is here about that. Oh, that's the decision that you made. That's the decision that you wanted. Okay. That's the answer that you're getting. That's what you wanted. Okay. We'll do it your way and see how you like it. Could be something from the past. Could be a child. Could be something about these memories. I kind of feel like it could be a child because here we have like somebody, this queen talking to this page, like this mother is talking to a child, like, all right, now you better be careful. You know what? This shit's gonna come back to bite you. And they're like, you know what? I know what I'm doing. I'm 14 and a half. I'm about to be 15 or whatever, that kind of stuff. Somebody thought they was going to have some balance in some situation. Look, it's just nothing but chaos in the whole background. And see, they thought that it was going to be like this, but it's just nothing but chaos to this. They thought it was going to be all roses. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Oh, thank you. All right, thank you, Sia. Okay, good night. And I don't even believe it's already been an hour and 10 minutes. I'm about to get off here. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else? Something about this relationship. Something about this choice, this person, And yes, judgment. It's like something with the Ace of Wands, and I can see the Magician card. Something new is being created. Something new is happening. Someone is creating something new. I guess so, Bragsy. I guess so. I was like, whoa. But judgment is being called. I feel like someone's spirit guides, ancestors, is here in this whole situation. Confirmation is here in this entire situation, working this entire thing out, because you've been having to defend yourself and fight these people for a long time, for enough time now. Yep, this storm is brewing. Someone didn't realize, and they thought that they was big and bad, mean and bold. Well, my name is Heavy D, and I'm a bad boy. Well, now they don't want to be big and bad, mean and bold, because they're finding out they was not that tough. We're just gonna get 3 from this deck. Now somebody wants to work on this relationship with you. Now they want to work on it. They want to fix something now. After a time of holding back, now they want to put some effort into it. After holding back, because now it's like I said, they see something different. They're finally, their third eye has finally opened up. 3 cards, please, Spirit. Just 3. Because you have decided, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gone. Done. It's over. Bye. Bye, motherfucker. Bye. Now somebody like, wait. And they feel the energy shift. Can't make this up. They feel the energy shift. They know that a judgment call has been made. Somebody has really gone within, and they realizing this shit is happening. This shit is happening because they refuse to go within and look at their dark side, and they refuse to accept the truth. They already knew what the truth was. They already knew who you were and what you brought to the table. There was no question about that. And whenever you walked away, oh, shit. That's when they got sick. Yep. Because now they don't know what to do. Now it's a state of confusion for real. First they was confused as to, why they was really doing what they was really trying to do. Now they're confused as to why the fuck they did what the fuck they did. And now you don't want to be bothered. Now you got your defenses up. Now you've taken your space. And you mean that shit. You meant that shit. Now somebody's having some type of conversation with this King of Cups. Somebody having a conversation with them, letting them know, hey, you need to work on your communication skills, bruh. my dude. Because you ain't been doing shit impressive. Oh, well, yeah. It's like once you decided that you done, it's over. Goodbye. Nope, I'm not even responding to no fucking messages. It's a whole new ball game. That's when the energy shifted, and that's when somebody said, "Wait a minute, something feels different. You ain't chasing after me. You ain't trying to call me. You ain't trying to reach out to me. You ain't asking. You ain't doing this. You ain't." Like R. Kelly said, when a woman's fed up, there ain't nothing you can do about it. It's like running out of love. And at that time, it's way too late. I don't know how the words go. I don't know what the song is. But anyway, I'm getting ready to I'm getting ready to get off of here, y'all, and get me something to eat. I have some fresh blueberries. I got some pancake mix, some bacon. Give me something to eat. I'll be back on a little bit later. I love y'all. Thank you so very much. Hey, later, if y'all have questions, throw them in the chats. Let's go ahead and we can do that. All right. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all in a little bit. Thank you so very much. And I'm throwing some hearts right back at y'all. Thank you. Bye now.